Start, ma'am.
Welcome to the online NPTEL live session of the course Environmental Chemistry and Microbiology. I am Professor Anjali Pal from Civil Engineering Department. I have taught the first part of this course, that is Environmental Chemistry. I have seen 3 questions here. The second question is explain the concept of inert gas. The thing what I explained in my class regarding the inert gas is the nitrogen. There I have told that nitrogen is a very stable molecule because the nitrogen bond is a triple bond and it does not react easily with something. So the dissociation energy is very high, and it can be only compared with the carbon monoxide, that is diatomic molecule, carbon monoxide. This means inert means here I wanted to mention that it does not react with anything so easily. About nitrogen I told this thing, and that is one problem for nitrogen, because nitrogen it is a nutrient for the plants and it is a very important element, and that is why nitrogen is very much required for the living beings. But nitrogen is also there a lot in the atmosphere, but that nitrogen is not acceptable to the living beings. Only in the combined form it is acceptable, like nitrate or ammonia or ammonium ion or nitrite. They are all combined form. And how to convert this nitrogen from zero state to any combined state, that is called nitrogen fixation. And nitrogen fixation is very important topic, because as I said, that nitrogen is there enough, but that nitrogen is in molecular form and it is not acceptable to the living beings. So inert means, the meaning of inert we all know, but the way I told about nitrogen, this is the thing that just now I explained. Because the nitrogen bond is very stable bond, so I cannot break it. The same is true for other molecules if it is that much stable. But say for example oxygen is easily, means it can react with something very easily, so it is not inert. And some inert gases we can use for any chemical reaction, because some chemical reaction we have to perform in a very inert condition so that it does not react with something else, like oxygen. So a lot of reactions you cannot do under oxygen atmosphere. So in that case, we have to use either argon. Argon, noble gas, so it is also very inert. And argon gas, or we have to use the nitrogen gas. Under nitrogen atmosphere, we have to do some reaction to keep the atmosphere inert. That is the thing. Inert means it does not react with anything easily. That is inert. Okay, so that question I have seen. And another question, it is written, water correlation with conductivity. Conductivity comes from ions, right? So something in the water, if it is ionizable, then it will give conductivity. And what is ionizable? Say for example, you take some water and you dissolve some glucose. Okay, if you dissolve glucose, then what you will see? Conductivity will increase or not? Because glucose is an organic substance, it cannot ionize, right? But if you say, for example, if you add some sodium chloride, what you will see? Conductivity will increase. So something which can ionize, it will cause the conductivity to increase. So if some water sample, you see the conductivity is very high, then you will understand that there is some salt, ionizable salt. Okay. Means if it is very high, then a lot of ionizable salt is there. That is nothing but inorganic salt. Sodium chloride, sodium sulfate, or even some acids also can ionize, HCl. Okay, some strong electrolyte. Okay, but some organic compound, if you put some chloroform there, chloroform is not soluble, but some organic compounds, as just now I said, sugar or glucose, that is also soluble, but that will not give rise to any conductivity because it is not ionizable. Okay? So from that data, conductivity data, we can tell that quality, water quality, whether there are a lot of inorganic soluble inorganic salts are there or not. That's it. Okay. So another question is there. I have seen that it is La Shuttler principle. La Shuttler means review. Review means that review means you wanted to know everything or some specific question is there. It is not clear from your question, but yeah, as simple way we can tell that La Shuttler principle is a principle which says that when something is in equilibrium, say for example some reaction you are carrying out, okay, and you allow the reaction to go up to the equilibrium point, okay. So in that case, when it is in equilibrium, then if you disturb the equilibrium, then what will happen? So for example, after reaching the equilibrium, you increase the temperature, you increase the pressure, or you decrease the temperature, decrease the pressure, or if you introduce something, maybe something different from the means that participating molecules, or maybe same molecule which is participating, then also it will have some effect. But what this principle says is that when you disturb the system which is in equilibrium, if you disturb the system by doing something, then the system will try to act some way that to nullify the disturbance. It will act in such a way that the disturbance you have caused, it will try to nullify it. That is the thing. So if you increase depending on what is the system, if it is a, say for example, if some heat is generated, that is exothermic reaction is going on, if so you allow it to go to the equilibrium point, okay. After that you again increase the temperature, but it is an exothermic reaction, okay. So if you still increase the temperature, what will happen? It will try to decrease the temperature, and then it will go to the backward direction, okay. That is the thing. Means the same is true. You have to consider the reaction first. What is happening? Okay. Whether heat is generated or whether pressure is increased for that reaction. Then you see what you are doing, how you are disturbing. Okay. Accordingly, according to the last Shuttler principle, you have to see in which direction the reaction will go. After you put the disturbance, whether it will go to the forward direction or it will go to the backward direction. It is governed by the La-Shuttler principle that it will always try to nullify your disturbance. Okay. But what will happen, whether it will go to forward or backward, that depends on the reaction, particular reaction that you are considering. Okay. Any other question? Okay, so these three questions I have got, and I think I have explained them. If you have any other question, then you can ask. Or even after the explanation, if you are it is not clear, then you can tell me, I can again explain. Regarding the course, I think there are so many different things, especially the chemistry part is discussed. So if you ask me some specific question, I can answer. Otherwise, to explain again everything is not possible within the short time. If you ask me some particular question, I can explain. Those who have given the questions, these three questions, are you there, or you have joined or not? That I want to ask. Then it is very easy that to ask you that whether any other question you are having or you understood or not. Shubhadeep,
Yes, madam.
is there any other question?
No, there is no question in the YouTube also, and in the Excel sheet also there is no more question.
Okay. Okay. We will wait. At
Okay.
least up to 45 we have to wait.
Yes.
Or maybe up to 50 we have to wait. If there is some question. Because nobody joined. I see only Anuja and I see only some TAs have joined. That's it. Parveen is for there. Those who are asking questions, if they are here online, means live, then it is very easy. Anuja,
Yes, ma'am.
for Professor Goel, do you see any question?
No, ma'am, there are no questions.
Okay.
There are only these 3 questions and no more other questions in YouTube.
Okay, okay. Maybe they understood everything, maybe. Or maybe, I don't know. If there is no other question, then we will leave at.
There is a question now, ma'am.
There is question.
On YouTube.
Where is that question?
Ma'am, I've posted it in the chat.
In the chat?
Yes,
Zoom
ma'am,
chat
in
box,
Zoom.
ma'am.
Okay, I think I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Okay, so this is the right way to do it. I think my cache on my computer was completely taken out.
In the chat?
In the chat box, are you going to take hold? Who is the question addressed to?
I have answered all the 3 questions that I have.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so this is the right way to do it. I think my cache on my computer was completely taken out. It's being recorded. One second. In the chat box, are you going to take hold? Who is the question addressed to?
I have answered all the 3 questions that I have.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so this is the right way to do it.
A lot of disturbance was there. Now I cannot hear. Are you going to take whole environmental chemistry and microbiology? To everyone. Are you going to take whole environmental
Sudha,
chemistry and
ma'am,
microbiology?
there is a lot of noise from your end, ma'am.
Saurabh, who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you, ma'am. There is a lot of noise coming from your end.
What I did is I switched off the YouTube. Is there still too much noise?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay. So I'll mute then.
Yes, ma'am.
What is this means? I do not know. Are you going to take whole environmental chemistry and microbiology? What does it mean? This is some question from somebody.
This question was posted by a student named Darshil Shah. Student or I don't know whoever he is.
But what does it mean? Are you going to take whole environmental chemistry and microbiology? What does it mean? I do not understand this question. To take means?
Are we saying or doing anything? Is anything going on? Principal, answer in the chat box.
I have answered these 3 questions that have been asked to me, but I do not know whether again I have to write those answers in the box or what. Another thing came that are you going to take whole environmental chemistry and microbiology? That is also not understandable to me. It is a Shubhadeep. Shubhadeep,
Yes, madam.
this question from where you got?
Darshil Shah, one has posted, and in reply, Parveen has written that what do you mean by this? Something like
Acha. Darshil Shah, can you please elaborate your question? Acha, Parveen has written, okay. I think he means, will you teach both parts, chemistry and microbiology? Will you teach means where I will teach. Here we have shared this course, some part by me and some part by another professor. So, will you teach means what? I think he means, will you teach both parts, chemistry and microbiology? Will you teach where? Can you please elaborate your question? Darshil Shah.
There is one more, ma'am.
Okay, what is this? Darshisha, can you please elaborate? Manjit Kumar, ma'am, can you suggest a basic book to study microbiology for a non-biological student for research purpose? That should be answered by Professor Goel. Can you suggest a basic book to study microbiology for a non-biological student for research purpose? Hello, Saurabh.
Yes, ma'am.
These three questions that I have answered, should I write in the chat box the answers?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Not necessary.
Not necessary.
No,
Okay,
ma'am.
fine, fine.
I think Sudha madam is having problem with her microphone again.
The problem is really bad because I'm being recorded. Whatever I say keeps replaying in YouTube. That's why I'm keeping myself muted.
Ma'am, you can just close your YouTube window, ma'am.
Now if I unmute, there's no echo.
No.
No echo, ma'am.
No echo at all. Okay, fine. All right, I can. Is this person there?
He's on YouTube, ma'am.
Oh, so Shubhadeep, you have done it, na? You have passed on the message.
Yes, madam.
Okay, that's fine. Good. हो गया. Anything else? Any other questions?
Ma'am, not yet.
Okay.
No other questions?
No, not yet, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what happens. The TAs can see the questions, but we cannot see the questions. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the questions are being posted in the YouTube comment box, and we're just looking through it and copy pasting them into this chat
Yeah.
box here and there.
Okay, now there is something called a course forum, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, did you get any questions during the course in that?
Ma'am, I couldn't see any for our course. I'm not sure about the first part of the course. Let me check it. I'll check and let you know once.
So this live streaming is going to be recorded in YouTube and it will be uploaded in YouTube, right? That's how it is.
No, ma'am, it is happening in YouTube, ma'am, right now.
Yeah, right now, and it's also being recorded, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Ma'am, can you please mute yourself? There's a lot of noise coming.
Again.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, there are no specific questions in the forum either. So that's empty.
Okay, that's fine.
Here it is written that Sahil Chauhan, good afternoon, ma'am. Sahil Chauhan is participant.
Yes, ma'am, he's live on YouTube right now, and he's
Okay. But he has not given any question, right?
no, there's no question.
Okay, just wrote good afternoon, that's it. Okay.
You can end the session if you want, ma'am.
Huh?
You can end the session if you want.
Okay. Who will end? You, na? You will end, make an end.
Yes, ma'am. You just declare that the session is over.
Okay. Okay, so that online session, live session is over now. Thank you, thank
Thank
you.
you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for coming.
Thank you very much.